Good morning, Kenyans. Welcome to PES Insight. This is Dennis Oluwalo, an analyst at PES Insight. I urge you to continue subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Welcome all. Thank you very much. Today I want to speak about what happened yesterday at Bomas of Kenya. We had a moniker known as the earthquake. The former Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya and also former Vice President Musalia Mudavadi was unveiling his presidential manifesto and the roadmap. He was speaking to Kenyans. What was largely tagged as a National Delegates Convention. And therefore, I just want to analyze and somehow highlight the intrigues and what characterizes the whole events. So, to commence with, we saw there was something known as OKA, One Kenya Alliance. That Mudavadi is one of the principals. We have Ford Kenya leader Moses Wetangula. We have Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka and KANU leader Gideon Moi. We also have others like Cyrus Jirongo. I also saw Jimmy Wanjigi of late, the Jibebe party leader William Kavogo. Some Martha Karua, Mwangi Wairea and Justin Muturi were also touted as one of the members or those people who are willing to join the OKA outfit. Having said that, let me now state what happened from the beginning to the end and the effect or the consequences or rather the impact it has on the Kenyan political terrain. So Mudavadi arrived there with his troops. We had some senators from Amani National Congress, some members of parliament, and perhaps what I saw like a governor. The only person I saw is the former Lamu governor who was also there. We had some discussions. And also we saw Moses Wetangula was there. Then later we saw Gideon Moi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Kavogo was also there, and Jimmy Wanjigi was there. However, what happened that we saw Kalonzo, Gideon Moi, and Jimmy Wanjigi storming out of the Bomas of Kenya, alluding that UDA, headed by Deputy President William Ruto, were invited without their consent, or rather they were not consulted on the inclusion or on invitation of the Deputy President and the UDA brigade. This is what infuriated them, and they protested the move. And they storm out. Moses Wetangula tried to intervene, but they could not be convinced at that juncture. And at one point, Kalonzo caught the hands of Moses Wetangula, telling him that, you know, we don't deal with mistrust. So we all know that the One Kenya Alliance outfit had not been formalized or legalized because the outfit was not anchored on the law. Actually, it came up after the handshake because most of the principals of the outfit were former the defunct NASA members, and they claim that when one of their NASA principals reconciled with the President Uhuru Kenyatta, they claim that they were not involved. So they were also reading mischief and mistrust out of the move that Raila took on March 2018. So that is basically, that is what triggered the ochre outfit we were having, but it had not been formalized, it had not been legalized. But yesterday marked the end of ochre. That was the end of ochre, because they were claiming that Mudavadi betrayed them. And we saw this when Malala hosted Deputy President at Mumia's complex in a bid to counter the Azimio event at Buhungu. It was a Buhungu 2 event, which was very momentous, well attended. We had so many defections from ANC, so many defections from other fringe parties in Western joining the band of Azimio. Thereafter, Malala went to Eldoret when Ruto was being endorsed by elders from Uasin Gishu County. Malala went there and he claimed that he was representing Mudavadi. Immediately after that, the ANC party gave a statement condemning Malala and also claiming that they had no business with Malala attending that event. So what was being played here? Now, all said and done, Mudavadi unveiled his manifesto, which resonates well with what we need in Kenya. Actually, it touches on the economic pillar, and it was very ambitious manifesto, which we Kenyans, if indeed we want a better Kenya, Mudavadi was the best. But he did a very grave mistake by aligning himself with the deputy president, because deputy president in the past 4 years has invested heavily in terms of resources in his bid to become the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya. So chances that the deputy president will step down for Musalia Mudavadi can be ruled out for now. Although we do understand that there is no impossibility in politics, but owing to the Constitution of Kenya, being that deputy president is barred from running again or from being the deputy president again for the 3rd time, the only option he has is to be the presidential flag bearer or to be in the cold. And with this age, he cannot be a kingmaker. He has to be made. So the fact that some people are saying that deputy president maybe can step down from Mudavadi, then he supports Mudavadi, that is still disastrous. They will go nowhere. And therefore, and also that Mudavadi can deputize William Ruto in the forthcoming election is also still debatable. Because ideally and largely, Ruto may pick running mate from Central Kenya. That is the debate. And even the nominated senator and a contestant for Ruiru constituency, Isaac Mwaura, stated clearly today morning that the DP post for 2022 election is a reserve. It is reserved, it is a preserve for the Mount Kenya community. And any other discussion is out of the table. And therefore, Mudavadi now is in catch-22. I think he was a desperate man now, like a drowning man will always clutch at a straw. That is the situation Mudavadi was, the situation of quagmire, whereby he was looking for options, exploring options, because joining Azimio, the stakes are also low for him because other people have occupied the space. Remember that in run-up to 2017, he was the presidential, he was the chief election campaigner, which has been given to like Kipia Gavan and Deritu Muridi. And therefore, joining Azimio, he was going to be told that is a Johnny come lately, because he had been talked to before. We had different meetings, several meetings with the head of state. President Uhuru has been talking with these people to join hands with Raila, but they have been adamant all along. They didn't want to join Raila, and therefore joining now also was going to seem like betraying other of his supporters who have vowed that they will not support Raila again. So Mudavadi is also a pretender because he has been dining with the dynasty State House the other time when the Hungary president was in the country, was invited. And yet yesterday, Mudavadi was the first person now to lampoon and to harshly criticize the Jubilee regime. Ironically, Jubilee regime is being run by the president and the deputy president. And when he was claiming that the economy has been mutilated by the Jubilee regime, he was being given standing ovation by some cohorts from the same Jubilee regime, including the deputy president. So that is the politics of deceit. Mudavadi alone was telling us, in quotes, to sidanganyane, yet he is also now trying to promote the politics of deceit. And now, to finalize, I want to state that unless he's given the running mate by the Deputy President William Ruto, Mudavadi, by August 9th, 2022, Kenyans are going to hit the last nail on his political coffin. Thank you very much. That is all. Let's meet in our next video to analyze more about politics, social, economic, and environmental issues. Thank you very much.